Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Shootdown Cancer Classic at St. Augustine, the Saturday finale for you tonight between Moorestown and Wildwood Catholic. I'm Mike Frankel, courtside with you here at the home of the Hermits. Matt Ulmer, live video tonight, of course, as always, sponsored by Ulmer's Appliance Service. Should be a good one here in this Saturday finale. This game originally set for Sunday. Organizers moving some things around to account, of course, for the Philadelphia Eagles playing on Sunday. So here we have it tonight. St. Augustine just knocking off Trenton in the game just prior to this one. Paul VI also with a big win over Haddonfield earlier on today. Millville also a winner here on day one of the Shootdown Cancer Classic at St. Augustine. Starting lineups being introduced right now. Moorestown will start Jagger Zrada, Nick Cartwright-Atkins, Vinny Caprarola, Tommy Laundress, and Kevin Muick. Starting lineup for Wildwood Catholic, about to be introduced right now. The Crusaders will start Jake McGonigal, Jalil White, Jacob Hopping, Taj Thweet, and Ben Church also gets the start for Dave DeWeese. The Crusaders also taking care of Buna in easy fashion a couple of nights ago. So once again, just getting set for tip-off here at St. Augustine. Shootdown Cancer Classic, Saturday finale between Wildwood Catholic and Moorestown. Moorestown dressed in black, yellow trim. Wildwood Catholic dressed in white, blue numerals, and blue trim. Wildwood Catholic will be moving right to left on your video here in the opening half. Moorestown will be moving left to right as we get set for the tip. It'll be Laundress and Thweet jumping up at center court here at St. Augustine. And we're underway here at the Shootdown Cancer Classic. Tip controlled by Wildwood Catholic. Here's Jake McGonigal on the handle. Into the corner for Hopping. Man-to-man defense from the Quakers. Hopping up top to Jalil White. Want to run. Here's Hopping. Backs it out. Up top to McGonigal. Fumbled for a moment, and then he gathers. He's checked there by Zrada. McGonigal still on the dribble, and an offensive foul called. So the officials get Jake McGonigal for extending the forearm. First foul of the ball game goes against Wildwood Catholic. Still no score. Just over a minute in here. So Quakers with the basketball here. Caprarola, and it's stolen away by White. Jalil White with the stuff. So some full court pressure here from Wildwood Catholic. A turnover, and White with the first bucket of the ball game. Quakers get it across this time. Here's Zrada. Cross-court pass almost picked off. Handled by Caprarola. Vinny Caprarola. Back to Zrada. Wildwood Catholic zone defense here to open up. Cartwright-Atkins in front of the Catholic bench up top. Trying to get into the post. Thought about a three there. Now dips in. Nice look down low. Laundress in traffic, couldn't get a shot off. Caprarola back up top. Three ball on the way from Vinny Caprarola is short. Offensive rebound, and wow. A Moorestown Quaker hitting the floor very hard there. That's Kevin Muick shaken up. So he was able to snare the offensive rebound, but came down flat on his back. Nice applause there from the crowd, as looks like Muick is okay. Will be a turnover, though. And basketball to Wildwood Catholic. 5:55 to go, opening quarter here. Catholic 2-0 over Moorestown. Hopping with the basketball. High post for Church. Now back out to Jalil White. Over to Thweet. Thweet to Church, left wing. Now top of the key, hands off to Hopping. Hopping. Down the lane, shot up, partially blocked, and the rebound comes down to Moorestown. Here's Zrada on the move. Jacks up a three and hits. Jagger Zrada with the first points of the ball game for Moorestown, and the Quakers take a 1-point lead. Catholic looking to answer. Here's White. Moorestown in a man-to-man look on defense. Thweet drives baseline, cut off, shot on the way, rolls off, battle for the rebound, taken down there by Moorestown. That was Hayden Greer who's into the ball game with the defensive rebound. Zerata plays catch up top with Caparola. Catholic extending the zone defense a bit. Now it's taken away by Church. Here comes White across midcourt. Hopping, thought about a three. Looking for Church, that ball's poked away, and it'll stay with Wildwood Catholic. Almost halfway through this opening quarter, just 5 points total on the scoreboard. Moorestown on top by 1. White off of the feed there from McGonigal, and he gets it to go down low. So Jalil White with 4 early points, and Wildwood Catholic back on top. Here's Zerata, little trouble with the handle. Moorestown still hasn't taken it across the timeline. Cartwright Atkins with the catch. Looking down low for a teammate, and Church went after that, and now he's shaken up. As it looks like he ran into the bleachers there. A couple early injuries, one for both teams so far, as Church pops up, but hobbling a bit. He's obviously in some pain. Good hustle there from Ben Church, but he collided with the bleacher, looking for that loose ball. Dave Sarfati set to check in for Church as he takes a seat on the bench. So he'll get some attention here from the trainer. That left knee an issue right now. Moorestown basketball. Quakers get it in. Top of the key, Greer. 3-ball on the way is good. Hayden Greer with a monster game off the bench in the win against St. Augustine last weekend at the Seagull Classic. And a good start for Greer here tonight. 6-4 Quakers on top. White to set the offense for the Crusaders. And White traveled. He was looking for Dave Zarfati. Nice pass down low, but he shuffled his feet first. Dave DeWeese obviously not happy with that play. His team's down by 2. 3:46 to go, opening quarter. Quakers get it across. Zerata to set. 3-ball on the way again from Greer. That one is short. Chases down his own rebound. Another 3 on the way. That one good. Hayden Greer with the green light early on here. He has 6 points. Moorestown opens up a 5-point lead. And that pass really never got away from Hopping. It's a turnover. Zerata whips the pass. High post now top of the key there for Caparola. Back to Zerata. His 3. Rolls off. And the rebound ripped down by Jalil White. Now here's McGonigal. Ahead to Zarfati. Back to Hopping. Zarfati in the corner. Plays catch with Hopping. Under 3 to go, opening quarter. They get it to Thweet. Thweet drives. Double teamed in the lane. Shot up. Back rim no good. Battle for the rebound down to the Quakers. Vinny Caparola to walk it across here for Moorestown. His team is up by 5. 6 early points here from Hayden Greer, leading all scorers. Greer guarded closely there by Zarfati, looking for a teammate. Moorestown gets it down low, now back up top. Greer couldn't catch. Turnover, here comes White. Has Zarfati, but keeps it. And a blocking call there will go against Vinny Caparola. First foul of the game going against Moorestown. Both teams just with 1 here. Another sub set to check in. That's Ben Cantwell in for the Quakers. Catholic with the basketball, down 9-4. McGonigal into Zarfati. Dave Zarfati with the basketball. And now Hopping will set things up. Back to McGonigal. White guarded closely there by Cartwright Atkins. Jalil White on the dribble. Crossover. Zarfati can't catch it. Now he does. Shovels off to Thweet. And that ball will stay with Wildwood Catholic. Almost looked like it may have gone off with Thweet, but last touch by the Quakers. Strada up top to Greer. Moorestown plays catch up top. Just over a minute to go. Strada, that's a long two, and the shot is long. Rebound comes down to Catholic. Here's White. Cross-court hopping. He launches for three. Off the mark. Rebound comes down to Cartwright-Atkins. Under a minute to go here as Moorestown in control right now, up 5. See if the Quakers hold for one here. Still 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Greer with the basketball, left wing. Up top to Cantwell. Good passing there. 3 ball on the way off the mark. That was a 3 from Zrada. Here comes Catholic. McGonigal into the lane. McGonigal, no good. And looks like Moorestown comes down with it. So here come the Quakers. 20 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Looks like Moorestown will hold for one now. 12 to go. 10 to go. Greer to Zrada. 5 to go. Still near midcourt. Zrada. 3 ball on the way from the left wing is good. Akil Jiri bangs home the 3 off of the bench. And the Quakers are fired up. Moorestown on top of Wildwood Catholic, 12-4 after 1. With all 4 points in the quarter for Catholic. Greer with 6 off the bench for the Quakers. Cartwright-Atkins can't get it to go down low, and it's White with the rebound. Jalil White across the timeline. Poked away by Cartwright-Atkins. Battle for the basketball. Bodies on the floor here. McGonigal looking for a teammate, gets it to White, and Jalil White throws it down. So White with 6, and it's now a 6-point game. Still 3-quarter court pressure from Wildwood Catholic. Moorestown gets it across. Greer in the left corner. Up top to Jiri, who had a big 3 to close out the first. High post. Now left corner. Greer. Nice pass down low to Cartwright-Atkins is no good, but a foul called. And that was Ben Cantwell on the pass. Slipping a pass down low to Cartwright-Atkins. Some contact on the play. And Nick Cartwright-Atkins will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one is no good. So Cartwright-Atkins with a second. That one is good. (13-6) here, second quarter. Wildwood Catholic with the basketball. McGonigal goes around a pick. Gets it over to White. Zarfati still in the game. Drives. McGonigal in the corner. Back to Zarfati in the corner. Launches for 3 is short. And the rebound comes down to Greer. Here comes Moorestown. Up 7 with the basketball. Cantwell near the foul line, taken away. Catholic with the steal there, and it's White. Over to McGonigal. Looking for Thweet in the post. He's able to gather. Left corner now, though. Tries to go behind the back. Back up top to Zarfati. They swing it around to White. Drives baseline. Cut off there by Cartwright-Atkins. And a steal. Taken away by Nick. Cartwright-Atkins on the move. Corner 3 on the way from Jiri. No good. Rebound comes down to Moorestown. And what do we have? We have a travel. So wave the basket off from Cantwell. Traveling violation first. Wildwood Catholic with the basketball. Crusaders have struggled early on here, down 13-6. Just about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Saturday finale of the Shoot-Down Cancer Classic. Another slate of games coming up tomorrow. Taj Thweet catches near midcourt. Over to White. High screen from McGonigal. Goes around it. Still with the basketball. Glass good. Jalil White now with 8 points. All 8 points for Wildwood Catholic. Quakers lead down to 5. Moorestown gets it across. Tough pass there, handled by Caparola. Over to Zerata. Tajiri. Back to Zerata. Caparola now. High post there. That's Muick back into the game. 3 on the way from Caparola. No good. Offensive rebound, though, from the Quakers. Battle for the ball and a turnover. Here comes Catholic. McGonigal. Zarfati. Floater in the lane is good. And Moorestown wants a timeout. So the Crusaders on a run here to get right back in this thing. Moorestown on top, 13-10. Here we go out of the timeout. Some scores from earlier today here at the Shoot-Down Cancer Classic. Glassboro over Rancocas Valley, 58-47. Millville over Pittman, 70-59. Pleasantville falls to Elizabeth, 71-57. Paul VI, 59. Haddonfield, 52. And St. Augustine also with a win over Trenton. Quakers with the basketball. The lead down to 3. Here's Jagger Zerata. Caparola back to Zerata. Goes around a screen there for Muick. Cartwright Atkins double teamed in the corner. Quakers reset. Tommy Laundress back into the game. High post, and that's taken away by Wildwood Catholic. White. Down low to Thweet. Spins, goes glass, and hits. First field goal of the game for Taj Thweet, and it's a 1-point game. Here comes Moorestown. Caparola to his left. Mid-range jumper is short, grabs his own rebound. Cut off along the baseline, and a foul will go against Taj Thweet. So a foul against Thweet, his first of the game. Just the third team foul against Wildwood Catholic. Moorestown just with 1 team foul so far. Cartwright Atkins down low, and he gets it to go. First field goal of the game for Cartwright Atkins. He has 3, and the Moorestown lead is back to 3. White hands off to Hopping. Hopping to his right behind the back. Top to McGonigal. Crosses over. Church is back in the game. Back to McGonigal, and now White. Cut off there by Cartwright Atkins, but a foul, and that one will go against Cartwright Atkins. His second foul of the game. So we'll see if he stays in here for Moorestown with 2. Check that. That was his first of the game. Vinny Caparola with 1. So those are the 2 fouls. Hopping for 3. He's off the mark. Church with a rebound. snared by Cartwright-Atkins. Greer up top to Caparola. Zrada to Caparola, left wing. Catholic again, still in this zone defense here, as we've seen from them so much. 3 ball on the way, rolls off Cartwright-Atkins with the putback. That won't go. Taken down by Catholic. So it was Greer off on the 3. Now the ball is tipped. It'll stay with Wildwood Catholic. Greer off on the 3. Cartwright-Atkins with the offensive rebound, but couldn't get the follow. 15-12, 2:43 to go here in the second. Wildwood Catholic down by 3 with the basketball at the Shoot-Down Cancer Classic at St. Augustine. White, crossover. Church, right corner. Back to White. Dave DeWeese calling out a set. And here goes White. Isolation for now. Now McGonigal in the corner. Back up top to White. Drives to his left. Hangs. Off the backboard. Gets his own miss. Still a battle for the board. Thweet. And he's fouled. Thweet pops back up as Taj will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Just 2 points in the game so far for Taj Thweet. Moorestown has done a nice job taking him away here in this first half. First one is good for Thweet. It's been quite a week for Wildwood Catholic, taking down North Jersey powerhouse Patrick School at the Seagull Classic on Sunday. Then a win over St. Augustine and a big win over Buna later this week. Thweet hits both, and we're back to a 1-point game. 15-14, low-scoring affair here in Richland. Cartwright-Atkins gets through the double team into the corner there. That's Greer. Backs his way in. Cross court. Caparola. Back to Cartwright-Atkins. And a foul called in the lane. And that's a block, as it was Kevin Muick on the drive. And it is a shooting foul, so Muick will go to the line to shoot 2. Almost an and 1 situation, but his shot bounced out. He'll get 2 from the stripe. First one is no good. Sarfati back into the game as McGonigal gets his first breather of the evening. Second free throw coming from Muick is good. First point of the game for Kevin Muick. Moorestown back up 2, 16-14. Catholic with the basketball. Can tie with a 2, go ahead with a 3. They get it to Thweet. He's tied up there, and a foul is called. And that one will go against Kevin Muick. That will be his second of the night. So Kevin Muick, and the first player in a little bit of foul trouble here for the Quakers. White to inbound to Zarfati. Hopping. Looking for White. Back out to Hopping. Mid-range jumper. Back iron. Tipped out to Thweet. Thweet. Battle for the in double digits. First player in the game for either team. He has 10. And we're all tied up at 16. 40 seconds to go. Greer with a 3 ball on the way. Rims out. And that foul will go against Muick, and that will be his third. So Kevin Muick staying in the game with 2. Loose ball foul. Now he has 3, and he has to head to the bench. So we're all tied up here. Catholic can try to take the lead for the first time since very early in the first quarter. McGonigal back into the game. He'll bring it across for the Crusaders. To White. Looks like Catholic content to try and hold for 1 here. The count is on, though. Now it's broken. Here's Hopping. 16 to go. To his left. Hopping into the lane. Almost lost it. Gets it to Zarfati. Back out to McGonigal. 10 seconds to go. McGonigal. Backdoor to White. His 3 is up. Short. Zarfati with the rebound to Thweet. And it's off the mark, but he will go to the free throw line. Dave Zarfati, the little guy down low, grabbing the offensive rebound, able to find a cutting Taj Thweet. And with 1.7 on the clock, Thweet can try to give Catholic the lead heading into the locker rooms. First free throw is good, and the Crusaders are on top. 5 points in the game tonight for Thweet. 4 rebounds for the big fella as well as Church checks in. Second free throw on the way here from Taj Thweet is good. 1.7 for the Quakers. Caparola from three-quarter court, and it's off the mark. And that's how we go into halftime here, the Shoot-Down Cancer Classic. Wildwood Catholic battling back to take the lead at the break. Crusaders on top of the Quakers, 18-16 at the half. We'll be back in a couple minutes to get you some first half scoring totals and to get set for the second half here on the Ulmer's Appliance Service Game of the Night. Just about set for the second half here at the Shootdown Cancer Classic. Mike Frankel on Media Row with Kevin Minnick and Mike McGarry here. Having a good time in Richland on a Saturday night. Ulmer's Appliance Service game of the night. Matt Ulmer with the live video for you. Wildwood Catholic on top of Moorestown, 18-16 here at the break. Jalil White leading the way for Catholic. He has 10. Thweet with 6. And Dave Zarfati with 2. For the Quakers of Moorestown, Hayden Greer, 6 points off of the bench. 3 for Zrata, 3 for Cartwright Atkins, 3 for Geary, and 1 point for Kevin Muick. Muick also with 3 fouls. Saturday finale of the Shootdown Cancer Classic. Of course, for years now doing great work for the Shootdown Cancer Foundation, which benefits the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Catholic with the ball here to open the third. Here's McGonigal. Catholic moving left to right here on your live stream in white. White over to McGonigal. Moorestown still man-to-man. Church was shaken up in the first half. He starts the second half. Thweet gets it to go. So a good start to the second half for Taj Thweet. He also hit a pair of free throws to close out the first half. Catholic opens up a 4-point lead and a turnover. Crusaders pressure getting to the Quakers that time. Moorestown turns it over. 8th turnover of the game for Moorestown, while with Catholic just with 4. Crusaders shooting 36% in that first half. Moorestown 29%, so defense has ruled here in Richland. Hopping to Church. Down low to Thweet. Gets position. Shot is long, though. Offensive board. White for 3 is long. Thweet with the board. Back up. And the Quakers finally come down with it. Here's Zrata. Top of the key. Over to Vinny Caparola. Those two play catch. Cartwright Atkins, high post. Turns. Checked by Thweet. Dribble. Up top. 3 on the way from Greer. Rims out, and Church rips down the board. So Greer starting the second half here in place of Muick with those 3 fouls. Here's White. 6:30 to go, third quarter. Catholic is 4 for 12. And a turnover. Cartwright Atkins' pass is stolen by Wildwood Catholic. Church. Here's White. Drives baseline, cut off. And that ball's tipped out of bounds by Cartwright Atkins. Again, Moorestown comes in 8-1, while with Catholic 10-1. Big time mid-January matchup here at the Shootdown Cancer Classic. Here's Hopping. Up top to Church. And now back to Hopping. Dribble, cut off, grabs it. McGonigal right at the elbow, and back to Hopping. Church flashes, catches. Up top to McGonigal. Round a screen. Up top to White, off his chest. He grabs it, though. Then he lost it between his own legs. Here's Zrata on the run. Jagger Zrata loses it. And last touch by Wildwood Catholic. Good hustle there by Jake McGonigal to break that one up. 5:19 to go. 20-16, low-scoring game here. Catholic on top. We're in the third. And now a steal by McGonigal. Jake McGonigal behind the back. Can't do it cleanly. Skip past to Hopping. His 3 is way short. It's a battle for the rebound down low. That was Muick on the floor, but he was on the end line, so it'll be Wildwood Catholic basketball. Muick in the game with those 3 fouls. So Crusaders to inbound. Church swings to Thweet. Thweet for 3. Off the mark. Church battles for the rebound, comes down with it. Saves it to Thweet. Taj Thweet gets 2 on the inside. Muick hit the deck there, no call. Thweet now in double figures with 10. Cartwright Atkins gets it across. But before he did, a timeout called by Moorestown. So Wildwood Catholic on top, 22-16, 4:43 to go here in the third quarter at the Shoot-Down Cancer Classic. Second timeout there by the Quakers, and here we go again. Caparola able to chase it down to the backcourt, guarded closely by Jalil White. White making Vinny Caparola work, gets it across. Now up top to Jagger Zrada. Zrada over to Greer, now Muick. Left wing, skip pass to Zrada. To the post, Cartwright-Atkins, blocked by Church, hopping in there as well, but Nick gets the ball back, and he's fouled going up. So Nick Cartwright-Atkins had his first shot blocked, gets the rebound though, gets the loose ball, and now he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. Cartwright-Atkins, 3 points in the ball game tonight. First in there, looking for Thweet, still looking. And a timeout here is called by Dave DeWeese as he sensed his senior point guard was in trouble. So the Crusaders call timeout. They're up 5, 22-17. Back to live action. McGonigal to Hopping. Over to White. White, baseline jumper, glass, and that's all it hits. The rebound comes down to the Quakers. Here's Zrada around a screen. Muick, high post for Cartwright-Atkins. Still a zone defense here by the Crusaders. That ball went off of someone's foot. Let's see. Looks like it went off of the foot of Jake McGonigal, so the Quakers will keep it. 3:32 to go here in the third. 5-point ball game. Saturday finale of the Shoot-Down Cancer Classic. Three ball on the way from the corner, and that one is off the mark. That was Zrada missing for three. Here comes Catholic. White to Hopping. Drives, stops in the lane, tries to go to Church, taken away. Nick Cartwright-Atkins on the run, ahead of the pack, lays it in. Cartwright-Atkins now with 6, and the deficit is 3. Hopping, drives. That ball is ripped away, but wait, first a traveling violation. Looks like Hopping may have lost his balance, actually. Dave Zarfati checking back in here as Ben Church gets a breather. So Moorestown can tie with a 3. First they have to get it across. Continuous pressure here by Wildwood Catholic. The Quakers do get across thanks to Caparola. Now here's Zrada. Still a 2-3 look from Wildwood Catholic on D. And a traveling violation here. So the teams trade turnovers there as the turnovers start to mount a little bit. Moorestown now with 11. Wildwood Catholic with 7. And Dave DeWeese, wants to talk about it. Timeout here, Wildwood Catholic, as the Crusaders hold a 3-point lead, 22-19. More action tomorrow here at the Shoot-Down Cancer Classic. 4 games on the schedule. Be a 10:30 start between Middle Township and Winslow Township. At 12 noon, it'll be Ocean City taking on Bordentown. Holy Spirit gets Southern at 1:45. And then the tournament finale, St. Joe against Camden Catholic at 3. This game was originally scheduled to be the tournament finale, the late Sunday game. Again, schedule reworked to account for the Eagles game, 4:40 kickoff, so this one moved to Saturday night, and here we are. Action from earlier today, Glassboro over RB, 58-47. Pittman falling to Millville. Thunderbolts take that one 70-59. Pleasantville goes down against Elizabeth 71-57. Paul VI knocking off Haddonfield 59-52. And then St. Augustine all over Trenton Central with a blowout win. All right, here we go out of the timeout. Wildwood Catholic with the ball, 2:25 to go, third quarter. Sarfati drives, hangs, and it rolls off the rim. Thweet trying to go over the back there for the rebound. No foul call, but it is out of bounds. Last touch by Taj Thweet. Greer checking back in for Muick now. Greer 2 for 6 from 3 in the ballgame, and that's a double dribble. Unforced error there by Moorestown as Geary caught with the double dribble. So that three-quarter court pressure has caused some turnovers for Wildwood Catholic. They've been able to turn over the Quakers a couple times tonight out of it. Sarfati. McGonigal in front of his bench. Circles to the top. Post to Thweet. Fadeaway jumper, and that's an air ball. That ball's tipped. Cartwright Atkins tries to save it, and he does. Hauled in by Geary. Cartwright Atkins. Back up top to Zerata. Back to Cartwright Atkins near the elbow. Now here's Geary. Moorestown working it around the arc. Now Cartwright Atkins slices down the lane, but can't get it to fall. Thweet battling for the board, comes down with it, and gets it to White. Catholic holding 3 with the ball. Here's McGonigal. Hopping. Left wings for Zarfati. To Thweet. Here's White now. McGonigal for 3, and it won't go down. Rebound taken down by Zerata. Jagger Zerata, 3 on the way from Greer. Back iron, ripped down by Catholic. That was Zarfati with the rebound. His 4th of the game. McGonigal catches. 35 seconds to go here in the third. 22-19 still the score. Very low scoring game here tonight at the Shootdown Cancer Classic. McGonigal on the dribble. Catholic trying to hold for 1. 5-second count going. Now it's stopped. Hopping to Zarfati. 10 seconds to go. Zarfati in some trouble here, and it's taken away. Nick Cartwright Atkins, 5 seconds to go. Cartwright Atkins passes. If it goes, it counts, and it's off the mark. So Geary was able to hit a 3 to close the first, just off the mark there to close the third. And after 3 in this low-scoring affair, Wildwood Catholic 22, Moorestown 19. all set to start the fourth here between Wildwood Catholic and Moorestown. The Ulmer's Appliance Service game of the night, live streaming, courtesy of Matt Ulmer. Mike Frankel on the call with you tonight. Just 7 points total between those teams in the third. Catholic up 3 as we start the fourth. Quakers basketball, though. Cartwright Atkins catches low. Down the lane, 3 on the way, and that's good. Jagger Zrada bangs home the 3, and we're tied at 22. Zrada's second 3 ball tonight, give him 6. Thweet going to work for Catholic, hits the deck. Church, though, rolls off the rim. Rebound to Moorestown. Cartwright Atkins. Slapped away by McGonigal. Moorestown keeps it, though. Geary to Greer. Back to Geary. Long 3 on the way. Is good. Akil Geary for 3. And a surge here from Moorestown to start the fourth. Quakers move on top, 25-22. So in that minute, Moorestown with more points than they scored the entire third quarter. Here's White, goes glass, and gets a much-needed bucket for Wildwood Catholic. And a quick timeout from Dave DeWeese following that field goal. His team down by 1 early in the fourth. Moorestown on top, 25-24. Quakers trying to get it across. They do. Evan Francisco into the game for the first time now. Steal along the baseline. That's Ben Church coming up with it for Catholic. White. And looks like we have a foul called going against Moorestown. That'll go against Nick Cartwright Atkins. His second foul of the game. Just the second. Check that, just the first team foul there. Both teams just with 1 foul here in the second half. McGonigal. Church drives, goes glass, and hits. First bucket of the game for Ben Church gives Catholic the lead again. Here's Cartwright Atkins. Drives to the baseline, cut off, and now we have a push called against Taj Thweet. And let's see. That'll be Thweet's second of the night. Thweet with 2, Hopping with 2, McGonigal with 2. No real foul trouble for Wildwood Catholic. Francisco gets it in to Geary. And now here's Greer. Cross court. Zrada. Circles to the top. Geary thought about a long 3. Greer takes the 3. Off the mark. Taken down by White. Here comes Catholic. Jalil White. Contact and hits. Jalil White able to power through that contact and get 2. And Wildwood Catholic extends the lead to 3. Quakers get it across. Cartwright Atkins again operating in the high post. Corner here for Greer. Cross court to Geary, now back up top. As Francisco gets it over to Zrada, and now back to Geary. Zrada, Francisco. Those two play catch. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. And a turnover. Geary thought he had a teammate in the corner, and there was no one home. Kevin Muick back into the game. Hayden Greer heads to the bench. Caparola also checking back in as Francisco will head to the Pine. 5 minutes right on the dot left in this one. Shoot-down Cancer Classic. Wildwood Catholic on top of Moorestown, 28-25. Ulmer's Appliance Service game of the night. Hopping, looking for a teammate. Church gets it to Thweet. Thweet. And a blocking call. That goes against Muick, and that'll be his 4th. So Kevin Muick really the only player for either team in foul trouble. One more and he's done. Let's see. He'll stay in the game for now. Here's White. Gets it in to Hopping. Top to Church. And another foul called. This one goes against Nick Cartwright-Atkins. Just 2 players in double digits tonight, both for Wildwood Catholic. White with 14, Thweet with 10. Hopping scoreless tonight. Here's White. 3 ball on the way. Off the mark, rebound taken down by Thweet. Can't get it to go, another rebound. And they're going to get Thweet for over the back here. So that's 3 now on Tosh Thweet, something to keep an eye on, but still no real foul trouble there with just 4:26 to go. Zrada, skip to Jiri. In some trouble. Quakers get it across. Down low, Cartwright-Atkins. Good ball movement here. Zrada thought about a 3, now a 2, and it's good. Jagger Zrada bangs home a 2 to pull his team within 1. We are halfway through the 4th. Tight one here in Richland. Here's Hopping. Round a screen from Thweet. Still on the dribble. Tough shot, but he's fouled. And Hopping will head to the line where he will try to break through and get in the scoring column for the first time tonight. 0 for 7 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3. Does have a couple of rebounds. First shot, no good. Hopping walks off the line, clearly frustrated. He'll get another free throw. First point of the night for Jacob Hopping. It gives Wildwood Catholic a 2-point advantage. Moorestown can tie or take the lead here with a 3. Muick looking for Cartwright-Atkins. Poked away there. Good defense from Hopping. But the ball sails out of bounds. It'll stay with the Quakers. Into the backcourt for Zrada. McGonigal ties him up. And possession arrow to Wildwood Catholic. Great hustle there from Jake McGonigal, forcing the jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Catholic. Here comes McGonigal, across the division line. Around the screen from Thweet, but goes over to White. White. And a hold is called against Cartwright-Atkins. So that'll be his 4th. So all of a sudden, front rim no good. Battle for the board. Comes down to Wildwood Catholic. Muick didn't want to pick up his 5th foul. Close to going over the back there. So a 4-point advantage now for Wildwood Catholic. 2:40 to go here in the 4th. Catholic will take some air out of the ball here. It's Hopping. Back to White. Dangerous pass, but White catches. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Hopping. 2:20 to go. Hopping on the move. Slap there. And that'll be the 16th foul against Moorestown. So one more will send Catholic to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. McGonigal to inbound for the Crusaders. 2:16 to go. Finds Hopping in the left corner. Back up top to White near midcourt. Here comes White to his right. Hanging, glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Caprarola. He'll bring it up. And a timeout called by Moorestown. 1:59 to go here in the 4th. Wildwood Catholic trying to hang on. The Crusaders lead at 31-27. Here we go out of the timeout. McGonigal, Hopping, White, Church, Thweet on the floor for Wildwood Catholic. Here's Caparola with the basketball for Moorestown. Cartwright, Atkins, up top to Muick. The Quakers try to set a play up. Geary, deep three is good. Akil Geary, his third three of the night, brings Moorestown within one. Good one here, the Shootdown Cancer Classic. Hopping with the basketball. Approaching 1:30 to go in the fourth. Gets it to McGonigal. Check there by Zerata. Now here's White. Catholic with the ball, up one. White on the move to McGonigal. Pump fake for three, back to White. Again, the next foul from Moorestown would put Catholic on the line. Here's White, drives. Finds Thweet, Thweet gets it to go. Big bucket there from Taj Thweet. He has 14, the lead back up to 3. We're under a minute to go. Still pressure here from Wildwood Catholic. Quakers have to get it across, and they do. Geary, dangerous pass. Caparola with the catch. Back to Geary. NBA three, off the mark. McGonigal hits the deck. Moorestown wants to travel. They don't get it. Here's White. Quakers have to foul now. But a turnover. And a foul against Wildwood Catholic. Just the fourth team foul, though, on the Crusaders. So Catholic actually with a bunch of fouls to give here. Wouldn't be a bad strategy with 32 and change on the clock. Fourth team foul, so two more fouls to give here for the Crusaders if they choose to give them. Greer, a three-point shooter, back in for Moorestown. Here we go. Moorestown with the ball, down 3. 25 seconds to go. They get it across to Cartwright Atkins. Again, Catholic with fouls to give, but a timeout first. Called by Moorestown. Coming down to the wire here, the Shootdown Cancer Classic. Timeout on the floor. And Wildwood Catholic on top, 33-30. It'll be Moorestown basketball coming out of this timeout. All right, here we go. Coming out of the timeout, 19.4 seconds on the clock. Moorestown basketball down 3. Catholic with some fouls to give. Here come the Quakers, though. Caparola, Cartwright Atkins, up top for Greer. Down low, Cartwright Atkins wide open, gets the layup to bring the Quakers within 1. And a timeout called by Moorestown. So Moorestown going with the 2 there, brings them within a point. And a timeout on the floor called by the Quakers. Just over 10 seconds to go, 33-32. Wildwood Catholic trying to hang on here in the Saturday finale of the Shootdown Cancer Classic. Again, next foul does put Catholic on the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Catholic just with 14 fouls. Moorestown with 6. Quakers already back out on the court. They're ready to go. 10.5 to go. 4 combined points here in the fourth. 33-32. Wildwood Catholic 1-point lead with the basketball. Again, Crusaders 10-1 coming in. Moorestown 8-1. Two of the best teams in South Jersey going head-to-head here in a grind-it-out kind of game at the Shoot-Down Cancer Classic. Four more games on tap for tomorrow, weather permitting. It'll start with Winslow Township versus Middle Township at 10:30. It'll end with Camden Catholic versus St. Joseph at 3 o'clock here at the Shoot-Down Cancer Classic. All right, so here we go again. Hopping again to try and get this ball in. His team is up by 1. Full court pressure from the Quakers. Gets it into White. Quakers trap, but then foul right away. So it'll be up to Jalil White as he hustles to the free throw line. This is 1-and-1. Pressure-packed spot here for the outstanding junior. White and Thweet certainly emerging as two of the best players in the region, if not the state. But a big spot here for Jalil White. 14 points tonight. Just under 9 seconds to go. The front end is good. So a huge make there from Jalil White to give Catholic a little bit of breathing room. This to make it a 3-point game. Bend at the knees, and that one's off. So a 2-point game. Quakers with the basketball. 6 seconds to go. Caparola. 3 seconds to go. Zrada for the win. Off the mark. And Wildwood Catholic survives. The Quakers yelling at the officials here as Zrada thinks he was slapped across the arm on the way up. Now we have parents yelling at the officials on the way off the floor. Bit of an ugly situation at the end here, but when the dust settles, Wildwood Catholic comes away with the win. 34-32 the final. Zrada with a look for 3. It wasn't a clean look. He thought he got fouled, no call, and Wildwood Catholic survives. So the Crusaders improve to 11-1. Moorestown falls to 8-2. We'll get you some final scoring totals here. Jalil White, a game-high 15 points for Wildwood Catholic to go along with 8 rebounds. Taj Thweet, 14 points, 10 rebounds for Wildwood Catholic. Not too many other scorers. Dave Zarfati with 2, Ben Church with 2, Jacob Hopping with 1. For Moorestown, Akil Jiri leading the way with 9. 8 points for Jagger Zrada and Nick Cartwright-Atkins. 6 points for Hayden Greer and 1 point for Kevin Muick. Jalil White taking home game MVP honors here. So that'll do it for us for the Ulmer's Appliance Service game of the night. Wildwood Catholic hangs on to beat Moorestown by a final of 34-32. For Matt Ulmer, I'm Mike Frankel. We'll talk to you soon. Good night.